Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, Supportive Oracle Cards, the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius? My hands seem to be a little bit extra smooth today, so the cards are like slipping. They're slipping a lot. Why are we slipping so much? Okay, we got good energy coming in. I don't know why we did them all face down, but we did. Okay, the first section, I guess we're going to leave that face down for now. Good energy. Really good energy. Somebody's bringing something forward towards you. They've been thinking, so keep that in mind. They've been thinking about what they need from you, but it's like they do care. The dolphin to me speaks of love. I don't know, how do they put it here? This and that are true. I think, when I think of dolphin, I think of love. Like, that's one of the ways I learned dolphin long while back. The fox spirit can be a trickster. What do they have for this one? Think on your feet. So that's kind of like a trickster. I feel like somebody does care about you. They have been thinking a lot. They want something from you, but they want to offer you something at the same time. I feel like whatever they want you to participate in, you're definitely going to get something out of it. So they're looking out for you, but there's definitely something they want from you. And I'm getting they're coming forward towards you with this very good energy, very joyful energy. I love the Queen of Wands. Very good energy coming towards you. They're offering you something and they're asking for something in return. I don't see you having a problem with this at all, actually. You have the butterfly with the Six of Wands, which is the Six of Wands is success. The butterfly in this has transformation. That's how I usually see it too, so that makes sense. Something new's coming in. This is changing stuff for you. And you got the stag spirit. They want you to take the lead, and I think you are. I think you're like, yeah, I can do that. Well, are you accepting it? Do you want it? Or are you going to just end up doing it? You're going to end up taking the lead. I'm very confident with that. You will end up taking the lead. I'm hoping you're choosing it. Because I'm feeling the Sagittarius energy kind of like, sometimes you don't really want to be the leader, you just end up being the leader. So it depends, but I feel like choose it. If it's not being offered to you, if you're not automatically choosing it, claim it. Just claim it. It's better for you. Just claim it. It's better for you. When the next phase comes in, this is also, seems like this is easy. You got the Death card coming in with the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. This whole situation you were offered is coming in as expected. You've got a lot here that has to be put together. It's almost like saying, it's like almost like planning a banquet. That was creepy. Almost like planning a banquet, and you got to decide the menu and when things are going to start and when they're going to end, and you got to decide all these things. So the Magician is kind of like, okay, we're going to have a banquet. You have to be like, well, where are we going to have it? Well, we got this spot. All right, we already got this spot. Do we have a caterer? No. All right, so then you have to be like, well, what do we want? And then I can get the appropriate caterer for it. And then they're like getting all that together, and like, do we have to get linens? Or are they going to bring the linens themselves? Do we have to provide that? Or is that at the banquet center? Maybe the banquet center already has it. That would be better. You're kind of going through those things. So there's a lot you have to create on your own, but it seems like it makes sense. Like, to you, it's not like a big deal. Whatever this is you're creating, you're like, yeah, well, that's obvious. I'm going to have to do that. We're going to have to need this. This is going to have to be there too. It takes a while. There's a process with this, with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like a long-term thing. So this is a long-term planning. Like if it's a banquet type thing, whatever that banquet might be, it seems like there's a long time leading up to it. There's a lot of things, a lot of pieces that have to come into play, a lot of moving parts. I'm also getting on your side the Mouse Spirit, which is a lot of different things. It says, tend to the small things. I'm getting like a lot of details. In and out, this and that, here to here, there to there. I got to check on that, and if it's not moving rightly, I got to push it forward myself. I got to check on this and see if it's lining up at the correct time. If it's not, I got to try to move it around. There's some stuff you have to do on your own. Other things you just got to make sure they're on plan and on point. In the environment, whoever asked you to do this, they're going with the flow. If you didn't realize at this point, like I'm getting that stag, but it was hidden, you're literally leading the situation. So the other person is going with the flow. Whatever you say, they're kind of going with. Again, that's why in the beginning I said, if you didn't take the lead, claim it, because it's just so much better for you. Just claim the lead. For example, I know this is going to sound weird. So if this banquet we're leading up to, what if this was like a reception for a wedding? Maybe whatever part of this partnership, one of the people asked you to do this, you accepted, but you're kind of like, well, don't you want to decide what you're going to eat? And they're like, well, I don't know. Just put out what you think would be a good idea, and just put it in front of them and ask them, like, oh, what do you think about chicken Milanese? I don't even know if that's a thing. I think it's veal Milanese. But how about this veal Milanese? What do you think? I haven't had that. Well, go here and you can try it. Okay. Like, just put out things, like, take the lead and tell them, this is what I would do. Do you want that or do you not? Just kind of move forward with it, I'm getting. Just make the decisions to the point you feel is necessary. Present it to them. If they approve it, keep going. If they don't worry about it. That's what I keep feeling about this. Kind of like, I know that might sound strange, but it's kind of like, so you're having it here. Do you care? Like, what are your colors? Okay, well, you don't have colors. So how about, I notice you like that and that. How about these two colors? Would that work? All right, I will do those colors. Like, some people aren't going to have things chosen like you might expect them to. There might be a lot of open pieces here that they haven't made decisions or thought about things completely through, and I feel like you already know what needs to be done. Just throw them emails, throw them texts, talk to them in person, just throw these things out there. When this happens, what do you want? I don't know. Okay, since you don't know, how about this? Sounds good, let's do that. Okay, then let's do it. Because they keep going with the flow here. They're going with the flow, and I have a feeling you're not going to expect them to go so easily with the flow. But I feel like this might be something where this person is a little bit overwhelmed, and they're just kind of like going with whatever you say because they just want it to be done. Even though they're happy about it, they're excited about it, they just kind of like don't want to be overwhelmed with it. Okay. Yeah, they're going to get stuck. They're going to get stuck. So that makes sense why we were feeling the overwhelmed energy here. They got the Hanged Man. Whatever you're leading, and again, I'm like, if you didn't realize you're leading, you're leading. This is why they're going with the flow. Take the lead. It's so much easier because they're going to get like this brain block or something. It's almost like, you know, when a writer has writer's block, or like they can't think, they can't make decisions. I feel like you're really going to have to like lead this person ahead by lead this person forward by the hand and kind of like bring them forward. Kind of like, all right, well, I know you're kind of stuck, but we have to make these decisions because if we don't make these decisions, we're just not going to have this. You know, we can't book a caterer that we want and wait till next year because it's not going to work. These people are very popular. If you want them, we need to book them now. We need to choose this now. And I feel like you're helping. Again, I'm getting this whole lead thing. If you didn't realize you're leading, I'm telling you, you're leading. Even though you're like, well, it's not my shindig. Well, whatever role you chose to agree to, whatever they asked you to do, you're literally leading that, probably more than you realize. Because they're going to get stuck. They're going to get brain block. Just kind of like, I can't even think. I don't even know my name right now. Keep going with this. Your energy is perfect for this situation. Because I feel like you got infinite possibilities. And I feel like Sagittarius is really good with just picking up the pieces and continuing on. Kind of like, oh, that fell on the floor. All right, pick it up, keep going. Just like, oh, yep, just that happened. All right, deal with it, keep going. You're very good with that. And I'm getting the starfish with infinite possibilities, and the Seven of Wands is like, it's going to take some work to get through this, but it's kind of like, I just gave this analogy earlier. It's the version of success I get with the Seven of Wands is kind of like, you know you want a nightstand. It's a simple nightstand. But you have to like go to the store, get it, bring it back, and put it together. It might be some simple way to put it together. You have to put it together, and then you have it. The difference between this, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands is the Six of Wands is like it's just there. Easy peasy. The Seven is like you got to put in the effort to go get it, bring it back, put it together, and then put everything where you want it. So I feel like this isn't going to be the worst situation, but you're going to have to put a bit of effort in. You're going to have to keep putting in this extra effort. This person does seem to get a little better. When you move forward, I do see them, again, following your plan. Because they got the electric eel, bring your ideas to life, and the Hierophant, which is following a plan, in my opinion, in this situation. I feel like, see, you were the best person for this situation. I really do feel that, because you are trying to get them what they want, what you know about them, what you think they're going to want. You keep putting things in front of them, like, I think this would work for you. I think this would work for you. What do you think? And if you can't give them choices because they just go, I don't know, the one that you choose is the best one you could have gotten anyway. And I think they're really liking that with the eel. Because they get this weird Easter egg feel behind it. If you can see behind the eel, looks like this giant stone Easter egg to me. I don't know what to say. But I feel like they're liking it, but they're kind of like, it's going so much easier for them. They're liking what you're choosing. It's like if they get stuck, you're like, well, how about this? I think this is something that goes with you, what you usually like. And they're like, okay, yeah, that works good. This is a lot easier for them. You're making this a lot easier. You're actually putting the plan right in front of them. I feel like you're trying to give them choices, but if they can't seem to handle it, you're whittling that down to like very minimal choices just to make it easier on them. This is working out really good. You are the best person for it. I keep feeling that. You're the best person for this. Don't feel bad if you're feeling like you're making all the decisions and you're like feeling like you're making more decisions than you should. This person seems like they're almost paralyzed by what's going on here. So the fact that you're doing this for them and just helping push it along, you're really helping them get through the situation. I feel like they might get overwhelmed. This will help release a little bit of that pressure at least. A little bit. I mean, you can only lose so much. You're human. You know what I mean? Anything else with this? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.